The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went to the challenge.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Carr to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked. The 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Touchdown! Davante Adams, 26 yards.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This is intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Touchdown, Texans!
Dameon Pierce
from 6 yards away.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's the game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions results.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely up, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here caught by Mims.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Denzel Mims.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans at 4-7 now on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard from 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 1st down, Carr. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And now here's another interception. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And now here's another interception.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score 10-1.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 82 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
18 Rattlers. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that, Charles, obviously obviously just a game changer here this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Taking it right down Broadway. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on second and long. Carr able to find Mims. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Carr to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here's Carr.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4.
And the Raiders have got him.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Go check. Go check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 19 yards away. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Carl try it again on second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. A loss of 2 there, second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Denzel Mims from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Raiders 42.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time